Have you ever wondered what lies behind the curtain of a puppet show? Let me take you into the shadowy realm of the puppet master. This isn't just any puppeteer, he's a master of his craft, obsessed with creating the most lifelike puppets imaginable. But his obsession took a dark turn. He began using human bones and flesh in his creations, binding them with dark magic. Yes, you heard that right, human bones and flesh. His puppets weren't just puppets anymore. They started to move, to speak, driven by the souls of their original owners. Imagine sitting in the audience, unaware of the horror behind the scenes. You watch, mesmerized, as the puppets perform. But soon, you realize there's something unsettling about their movements, something too real about their eyes. Then, it hits you. These puppets are alive, enacting the twisted desires of the puppet master. A group of unsuspecting people once attended his show, oblivious to the nightmare awaiting them. As the performance went on, they began to sense the sinister energy emanating from the stage. Their horror deepened as they realized they were the next targets for his macabre art. Trapped in this terrifying theater, they knew they had to escape before they too became part of his grotesque collection. The puppets, now instruments of their master's wicked will, seemed to mock their every move. The air grew thick with dread as they fought to uncover the secret to breaking the dark magic. But time was running out. Would they manage to outwit the puppet master, or would they become the newest additions to his ghastly show? The puppet master's tale is a chilling reminder to always question what lies beneath the surface. Sometimes, the most innocent-looking things can hide the darkest secrets. So the next time you see a puppet show, remember this story and think twice before you applaud. Please like and subscribe for more content. Chapter 2. The Puppet Master's Origins. To understand the darkness that consumed the puppet master, we must journey back to his beginnings. Born in a small, forgotten village, he was once an innocent child with a fascination for art and craftsmanship. His talent for creating intricate puppets was evident from a young age. But his life took a tragic turn when he lost his parents in a mysterious fire that engulfed their home. Left alone, consumed by grief, he sought solace in his puppets, pouring his sorrow and anger into his creations. One fateful day, he stumbled upon an ancient forbidden book in the ruins of his home. It was filled with dark spells and rituals that promised to bring his puppets to life. Desperate to fill the void left by his parents' death, he began to experiment with the dark magic contained within its pages. What started as a desperate attempt to cope with his loss soon spiraled into an obsession. He believed that through this dark art he could create the perfect family, one that would never leave him. As his skills grew, so did his need for more powerful materials. He began to rob graves, using bones and flesh to give his puppets a lifelike appearance, but it wasn't enough. The dark magic demanded more. It craved living souls, and so, the puppet master began to lure unsuspecting victims to his workshop, promising them a glimpse of his extraordinary creations. They never left. His early experiences, marked by loss and loneliness, had twisted his mind, turning his art into a grotesque manifestation of his deepest fears and desires. The once innocent boy had transformed into a monster, consumed by his need to control life and death. The puppet master's origins are a grim reminder of how easily one's path can be corrupted by grief and obsession. As we delve deeper into his story, we uncover the true cost of his dark pursuits. The line between creator and creation blurred, leading him down a path from which there was no return. The puppet master's tale serves as a cautionary story about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the darkness that can reside within us all. Silent. Chapter 3. The Dark Arts. As we continue to unravel the puppet master's harrowing story, we delve into the sinister techniques and dark arts he employed to control his puppets and manipulate his victims. The ancient forbidden book he discovered in the ruins of his childhood home became his most treasured possession. Its pages, filled with cryptic symbols and haunting incantations, held the key to a power he could barely comprehend. Each spell required a sacrifice. Each ritual demanded a piece of his humanity. The puppet master's workshop became a macabre theater of the grotesque. He meticulously inscribed arcane symbols onto the flesh and bones of his puppets, binding their movements to his will. The dark magic coursing through the ancient book allowed him to infuse these lifeless forms with a semblance of life. They moved at his command, their hollow eyes reflecting the twisted soul of their creator. But his mastery over the puppets came at a horrifying cost. The dark arts demanded more than just physical materials, they craved the essence of life itself. The puppet master began to capture the souls of his victims, trapping them within his creations. Each puppet housed a tormented spirit, forever bound to serve their malevolent master. To control his victims, the puppet master employed a combination of psychological manipulation and dark enchantments. He preyed upon their deepest fears and desires, weaving intricate webs of deceit to ensnare them. Once under his spell, they were powerless to resist his commands. He used them as pawns in his twisted games, their lives mere playthings in his hands. The rituals he performed were as complex as they were horrifying. By night, he would draw intricate sigils on the ground, chanting incantations in a forgotten tongue. The air would thicken with an oppressive darkness, and the very walls of his workshop seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. The souls of his victims would be drawn into a vessel, a grotesque artifact that served as the heart of his dark power. With each soul he captured, his control over his puppets grew stronger. They became extensions of his will, capable of unspeakable acts of violence and terror. The line between puppet and victim blurred, as both were trapped in a nightmarish existence, bound by the puppet master's insidious magic. The dark arts had consumed him entirely, transforming the once innocent boy into a figure of pure malevolence. His creations, once born of a love for art and craftsmanship, had become instruments of his darkest desires. The puppet master's descent into the abyss was complete, his soul irreversibly tainted by the dark powers he had embraced. And so the puppet master continued his reign of terror, his puppets dancing to the rhythm of his dark symphony. But as we delve deeper into his story, we must ask ourselves, what drives a man to such depths of depravity? Is it the darkness within, or the world around him that shapes his fate? Is it a curse that he was born with, or a consequence of the choices he made along the way? The answers lie in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. As we continue this journey, we must brace ourselves for the truths that may be more terrifying than the darkness itself. Chapter 4. The Victim Stories. As we continue to unravel the puppet master's harrowing story, we shift our focus to the victims ensnared by his dark arts. These individuals, each with their own unique backgrounds and aspirations, found themselves caught in a web of darkness they could never have anticipated. These are the harrowing tales of those who fell under his spell, and their desperate struggles to break free from his malevolent grasp. Their stories are a testament to the human spirit's resilience, even in the face of overwhelming evil. Meet Emily, a young artist who sought inspiration in the wrong place. Her passion for art led her down a path she could never have imagined. Drawn to the puppet master's workshop by a force she couldn't understand, she became his unwilling muse. The allure of the unknown proved too strong to resist. Her creativity was twisted into a tool of torment, her soul trapped within a puppet that mirrored her own likeness. The vibrant colors of her imagination turned into the bleak shades of her captivity. Emily's once vibrant eyes now stared blankly, reflecting the eternal agony of her captivity. The light of her artistic spirit dimmed, replaced by a haunting emptiness. Then there's Marcus, a devoted father who ventured into the puppet master's domain in search of his missing daughter. His love and determination drove him into the heart of darkness. Little did he know she was already one of the twisted creations, her spirit bound to a lifeless shell. The realization shattered his heart, but he pressed on, hoping against hope. Marcus's love for his daughter became his undoing as he too fell victim to the puppet master's deceit. His sacrifice, though noble, led him into the same trap that ensnared his beloved child. His soul was captured, his body transformed into a puppet that could only mimic the love it once held. The warmth of his paternal affection turned into a cold, mechanical gesture. We also hear from Sarah, a scholar obsessed with uncovering the secrets of the ancient book. Her quest for knowledge led her into the depths of forbidden lore. Her intellectual curiosity led her to the puppet master, but her mind was no match for his dark powers. The ancient texts she studied became the very chains that bound her. She found herself trapped in an endless cycle of torment, her soul bound to a puppet that served as a grim reminder of her hubris. The wisdom she sought turned into a curse she could not escape. Sarah's once brilliant mind was now a prisoner, her knowledge twisted into a weapon of control. The very intellect that defined her became the tool of her subjugation. Each victim's story is a testament to the puppet master's insidious power. Their lives, once filled with promise, were now reduced to mere shadows of their former selves. They were ordinary people, each with their own hopes and dreams, now reduced to mere playthings in his nightmarish theater. The stage of their lives was now a dark and twisted performance. Their spirits, though bound and tormented, still harbored a flicker of defiance. This small spark of resistance was their only hope against the overwhelming darkness. They sought to break free, to reclaim their stolen lives, but the darkness that held them was relentless. Every attempt to escape was met with greater resistance. Despite their suffering, the victims shared a common thread of resilience. Their determination to fight back no matter the cost was a testament to their enduring spirit. In the depths of their despair, they found strength in each other. Their shared suffering forged a bond that the puppet master could not easily break. They communicated through the faintest of whispers, their spirits united in a silent rebellion. This quiet defiance was their only means of resistance. Together, they plotted to undermine the puppet master, to weaken his hold, and find a way to shatter the vessel that imprisoned their souls. Their unity was their greatest strength. Their struggle was not without hope. The legends they clung to offered a glimmer of light in their darkest moments. Legends spoke of a way to reverse the dark magic, a ritual that could free their spirits and destroy the puppet master's power. This ancient knowledge was their beacon of hope. The victims clung to this hope, their determination a beacon in the darkness. Their resolve to break free was unwavering. They knew the path ahead was fraught with danger, but they were willing to risk everything for a chance at freedom. Their courage in the face of such peril was inspiring. As we listen to the victims' stories, we are reminded of the indomitable human spirit. Their tales of suffering and resistance resonate deeply within us. Even in the face of unimaginable horror, there lies a spark of resistance, a will to fight against the darkness. This spark is the essence of their humanity. The puppet master's reign of terror may seem unending, but the victims' tales offer a glimmer of hope. Their stories remind us that even in the darkest times, hope can still shine through. For as long as they continue to resist, the possibility of redemption remains. Their defiance is a beacon of hope for all who suffer under the puppet master's tyranny. And so, the stage is set for a final confrontation. The victims' stories have led us to this pivotal moment. The victims' stories are not just tales of despair, but also of courage and resilience. Their bravery in the face of such overwhelming odds is a testament to their strength. As we prepare to delve deeper into the heart of this dark tale, we must ask ourselves, will the victims' defiance be enough to break the puppet master's hold? Can their collective strength overcome the darkness? Or will they remain forever bound in his nightmarish symphony? The answer to this question will determine their fate. The answers lie in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. Only by facing the darkness can the light of hope truly shine. Chapter 5. The Final Confrontation. The stage is set for the ultimate battle between the puppet master and the souls he has tormented for so long. This is the moment they have all been waiting for, the culmination of their suffering and their hope. The air is thick with tension as the victims, now united in their silent rebellion, prepare to face their captor. Each one of them carries the weight of their past, but also the strength of their collective resolve. In the heart of the puppet master's lair, shadows dance ominously, casting eerie reflections on the walls. The atmosphere is charged with an almost palpable sense of impending change. The victims, each in their puppet form, gather around a central altar. This altar, once a symbol of their oppression, now becomes the focal point of their resistance. The whispers of their shared defiance grow louder, a chorus of determination that reverberates through the darkness. It is a symphony of hope, a melody of rebellion. Emily, Marcus, and Sarah take their positions. Each of them knows their role in this final act, and they are ready to play it to perfection. Emily, once a beacon of artistic brilliance, now channels her creativity into crafting a protective sigil. Her hands move with precision, her mind focused on the task at hand. Marcus, driven by the undying love for his daughter, stands guard with a resolve as unyielding as steel. His eyes scan the room, ever watchful, ever ready. Sarah, her mind a well of ancient knowledge, begins the incantation that could break the dark spell. Her voice is steady, each word a beacon of light in the oppressive darkness. The puppet master, sensing the uprising, emerges from the shadows. His presence is a dark cloud, a looming threat. His eyes gleam with malevolent glee, but beneath the facade lies a flicker of uncertainty. He knows that this time, the stakes are higher than ever before. He had underestimated the strength of the human spirit, the power of hope and unity. The confrontation begins, a clash of wills and magic. Emily's sigil glows with an ethereal light, pushing back the darkness that encroaches upon them. It is a beacon of hope, a shield against the malevolent forces. Marcus battles the puppet master's minions, his movements fueled by a father's love and desperation. Each strike is a testament to his unwavering resolve. Sarah's voice rises, the incantation weaving through the air, each word a strike against the chains that bind their souls. Her words are weapons, her voice a force of nature. The puppet master retaliates with fury, his dark magic lashing out in waves. His power is immense, but so is the determination of his opponents. The lair trembles, the very fabric of his power tested by the victim's resolve. The walls seem to pulse with the energy of the battle. But the victims stand firm, their spirits entwined, their determination unbreakable. They are a united front, a force to be reckoned with. As the ritual reaches its climax, a blinding light erupts from the altar. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated power. The sigil's power converges with Sarah's incantation, creating a vortex of energy that engulfs the puppet master. The air crackles with magic, the very essence of their defiance. His screams of rage and disbelief echo through the chamber as the dark magic unravels. His power, once absolute, now crumbles before their eyes. In a final, desperate bid, the puppet master lunges at the victims, but it's too late. His fate is sealed, his end inevitable. The vortex consumes him, his form disintegrating into shadows that dissipate into nothingness. His reign of terror is over, the lair falls silent, the oppressive weight of darkness lifted. The air is clear, the atmosphere transformed. The victims, now free from their puppet forms, stand together, their souls restored. They are no longer bound, no longer controlled. They embrace, tears of relief and joy streaming down their faces. It is a moment of pure, unfiltered emotion. Emily's eyes sparkle with the light of newfound freedom. She is no longer a puppet, but a person once more. Marcus, reunited with his daughter's spirit, holds her close, his heart swelling with love. It is a reunion he had only dreamed of. Sarah, her mind clear and unburdened, smiles as she feels the weight of knowledge shift from a curse to a blessing. She is at peace. The lair, once a place of torment, now stands as a testament to their courage and resilience. It is a symbol of their victory. The victims have triumphed, their spirits unbroken, their hope vindicated. They are survivors, warriors of light. As we witness the end of the puppet master's reign, we are reminded of the power of unity and the indomitable human spirit. Their story is one of hope and resilience. The final confrontation was not just a battle of magic, but a testament to the strength of the human soul. It was a fight for freedom, for justice. The victims' defiance was enough to shatter the darkness, to reclaim their stolen lives, and to bring an end to the nightmarish symphony. They have rewritten their fate. The story of the puppet master may be over, but the legacy of those who fought against him will endure. Their bravery will be remembered. Their courage and resilience serve as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can triumph. They are a symbol of what it means to be truly free. And so, as the shadows recede and the light returns, we close this chapter with a sense of resolution and hope. The darkness has been vanquished, the victims are free, and the puppet master's dark reign is no more. The end. A new beginning dawns for those who have endured so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.